Guys, I really didn't want to have to make this video, but guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This whole coronavirus thing is just such a mess. I'm just devastated. I just got news the other day that my school, the University of San Francisco, is completely closing down everything. They're closing down the dorms, which is where I live. They're moving all to online classes, and it just messes up so many things for me. The thing is, I know that it's so much worse for other people, and I just can't imagine what people are going through right now, especially those who have it, who have the virus. It must just be miserable, especially for their families as well, and especially for seniors, whether you're in high school or you're in college. I mean, these are your last months of school, and now this is what you have to deal with, and that just sucks. And I know for so many other people, there's just so many barriers now that they're not able to just live their life to the best of their ability. For me, it's really tough because, one, this is the beginning of my whole college experience, and I've met some incredible fun friends at the time that I've been at USF, and I wouldn't trade the world for that. But the fact that it just had to end like this is just so sad. I couldn't even say goodbye. Like, I was in my dorm the other day and just had to take everything out and just take it all in, and it was tough. Damn, guys. The last time I'm ever gonna be in this dorm room. Wow. A lot of feelings going on right now. This is tough. Joaquin, I didn't even get to say bye to him. James, Gabe, all the guys. Oh, it's tough. But this really puts me back, and that's kind of what I wanted to speak upon today. I know I've been teasing this whole company that I've been working on for ages. It was coming along, it was going great, and due to the coronavirus, I'm gonna have to postpone until probably fall 2020. As sad as that is, I've thought about this for days, and that's just what's in the company's best interest. The thing is, I'm not gonna be in San Francisco, I'm not gonna be with a bunch of friends and people. It's just gonna be too tough for me to sustain the company, grow it on my own, and I'm just gonna have to move it back. But with that, I thought I'd let you guys know what the company is. I'm super excited. I'm really devastated that I had to end like this, but here it is, guys. So I wanted to start a clothing brand, a real one, not some merch line that's for like a YouTuber, okay? I wanted to start a real streetwear lifestyle clothing brand. And so that's what I've done. I've been working on this since November. I've spent months, days, and just meetings and hours of phone calls. I spent so much time put into this, and it's finally ready. I actually got samples the other day. They look incredible. I'm super excited, but obviously I'm gonna have to postpone till fall. So here's the basis behind the whole idea of it. I'm a big person on big dreams and big ambitions, and so I wanted to create a clothing brand around that idea. At first I was looking at names, and I would look at all these foreign names on some like Pinterest board about that like meant those ideals of big ambitions, big dreams. Some of them sounded okay, but I was like, dude, this just doesn't fit me, and it just seems weird. So I spent days, I don't know what I'm gonna call this, and then all of a sudden it just hit me, and the color blue. And the crazy thing is, not too many people out there use the name blue for like a clothing brand. The color blue really represents like the sky and the top, and that's where you're trying to go. You're trying to build up your big dreams and aspire for them. The end goal is to like be blue. And so I named the company Blue Collective, and I'm super excited. It's a real clothing brand. I've done all the legal work, everything's done. I've gone to various meetings, spent months trying to figure all this out. You know what, why don't I just show you the samples? I'm really excited. Alright, so this is the shirt. It's really nice, got this logo. It's a B, and then around it is the C. There's a little indent right here that makes it a C, and all that stands for Blue Collective. That's pretty cool. So very minimal, very streetwear-esque. Let me show you the sweatshirt. I'm not gonna show too much, but here's the hoodie. It's super good material, guys. It's not some cheap Gildan stuff that you see with like YouTube merch. It's all really good quality. I think it's 80% cotton, 20% polyester. So right here you got big letters, Blue Collective, minimal modern font. It looks dope. And you know what's the crazy thing, guys? This is embroidered, so it's like, it's not the screen print. Nice hoodie. Got the metal rings right here. Blue Collective. Everything's all embroidered. And then right on the sleeve as well, it's got your little logo and then Blue Collective. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger for mass production, but that's the idea of it. There's gonna be some fine tunes, but let me know if you guys dig it. I've put so much work into this and I'm super proud of what has came out of it. Of course, it's probably not gonna be releasing until September, but that's the whole thing behind it, and it's pretty sick. This vlog and this clothing brand are like my kids. I put everything into it. I love every part of it. Back to this whole coronavirus thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Obviously there's online classes. It's a really tough time, and I mean, I think the best thing that we can all do is just work on ourselves and try to learn as much as we can during these months. You're obviously gonna be hunkered down wherever you're at, and there's just not much that you can do. So for me specifically, I'm just gonna be learning as much as I can. I'm gonna just recenter myself, stop focusing so much on the company and all the deadlines associated with it, but more so just learning about e-commerce, learning about marketing, building relationships with people. I've been getting a lot into books recently, and if you know me, I hated books when I was little. I would read like Diary of a Wimpy Kid to get by with my reading requirement in 5th grade. Like, that was me. I hated reading. But the thing is, I was never introduced to self-development books. One of the first books I read was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it just completely opened up my mind. It was incredible. I highly recommend you read it if you're anything creative, or it really teaches you about money. And then there's some other books. I just started reading this book by Dale Carnegie. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I've read about half of it. It's really interesting, and the basis behind it is about making really good relationships with people so you can better progress and build yourself as well as others. Some of the main points were, kind of obvious, but if you really think about it, it's so true. Whenever you see somebody, you always leave either a positive or a negative mark on them. Like, let's say you're in an elevator with somebody and you ask them, hey, what floor are you going to? Mark their floor and like say something, I don't know, like you just left a positive mark on that person. And then another really cool point was that the highest levels of influence happen when trustworthiness and generosity surround your whole behavior. And it's super true. Like, when you think of all the people that influence you, think about how trustworthy and generous they are towards what you have. And the thing is, they take interest in your interests, which is also a really big thing. The next book that I'll probably be reading after that is Never Split the Difference by Voss. Basically, this book is all about negotiating. I've heard so many good things about it. It'll help you get what you want out of a deal, like, really easily. That's what I've heard about it. I'm really looking forward to reading it. Should be a really good book. I never say that about books, but honestly, like, these books that help you with entrepreneurship, just building yourself, self-development, all that stuff, it's really cool. Especially during these tough times, there's not much that you can do. Just one of the best things we can do during this time is work on ourselves, gain more skills, progress yourself. I want to hear what you guys are doing during this whole quarantine time in the comments. I'll respond to every single one. I know for me, I'm just going to be, I'm going to work on my body for sure. I'm going to be working out. Even though the gym is probably closed, I have 11 acres of property to do whatever the fuck I want on. So, and then I'll be gaining all the knowledge I can in e-commerce and business to just help my company grow to the fullest potential once fall 2020 hits. These next several months are just going to be me trying to gain as many skills as I can, just recenter myself and focus on learning. I know that doesn't sound like too fun, but if you look at it, what else are you going to do, You can sit around and play video games, which I might tend to sometimes do, but you're not gonna get anywhere from that. Like, obviously it's fun, and take your breaks, play some video games, but I just challenge you to learn a few skills during these several months. There's apps like Skillshare, which you can just get like 3 months for free. I learned how to make a clothing brand off of that app in like a day. And obviously there's Audible, you get 2 free books, so go hit that up. This whole time is tough, and obviously I can't really feel for all the people who are sick and have coronavirus, because I don't know what that's like, but I'm sure it's just miserable. I just hope everybody stays safe, stay healthy, clean your hands, and that's about it. I can't wait for fall 2020 for Blue Collective launches. If you want to follow the Instagram for it, I'll leave it in the description. It is at Blue Collective US. So follow that. I'll give you guys a discount code when it all launches. A little 10% off action if you use a code. You think of a code. Use code Progress Yourself. That works. Obviously that's a while from now, but if you remember, you get 10 off. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I'm gonna have a lot more coming. I mean, there's not much else to do, so it's just gonna be the vlogs and trying to progress myself during these tough times. Stay safe. I'll see you later. Peace.
I don't wanna slow down, I just wanna go now, but I think I'll take my time with you. I don't wanna slow down, I just wanna go now, but I think I'll take my time with you.